Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the jet, I guess.
Don't start talking crazy. Disappearing act, huh?
Man, you picked me wrong. You're still alive?
Won't be bothering anybody now.
Where'd that little fucker go? There you are. You think we're gonna catch this Pikmin psycho?
The slippery bastard got away before. But Slab won't leave a man breathing after he's hunted our crew.
I heard Pikmin.
Another good one from...
What? No sign of it. Time's up.
Hey, have you seen there's this article in the newspaper.
Detection system must be on the fritz.
Boy, I mean,
We've got to fight back.
it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a cinch. You know, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know,
That's
safe
it.
and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird.
Still kicking? Jesus.
Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Roy Brown is back, and so is
Keep your
that
eyes
mean
open.
Butcher
I think
Pete.
his asshole's using a stealth board.
Pretty crazy stuff, right?
Dumbass coward. This is bullshit.
You're getting paranoid. There ain't nothing here. What the hell was that? sure you saw something? What the fuck was that?
Nice.
This place could give a mutant nightmares.
Didn't shook up a...
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery. They're dead, Seth. I'm looking at a goddamn painting of Cal's body. Oh, God. What the hell did I do to him?
I must have a concussion. I can see
Who the hell is there?
Admiring my collection? I'm afraid it's not complete yet. Soon, though.
Stay away from me, you psycho!
Yes, just like that. Hold that expression on your face.
Yes.
Just noise. Just noise. Get a grip on yourself. The jet will make you jittery. Guess she was right.
First mistake, last mistake.
I don't think we're alone. Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Think you can win this, huh? Aw, man, come back! I was having fun.
Must have been one hell of a disagreement to merit all this.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me. Whoa, whoa, shut the fuck up a second. I hear something. You're getting paranoid. There ain't nothing here.
them much good at this point.
I got the door open. Oh, hell no! Covering fire! Where'd that little fucker go?
Doesn't have to be the same guy.
Break a sweat.
Not that it's an option.
Lot of shit.
Hickman!
Whole lot of it. Yep. That was,
You can't hide forever.
No.
Good.
You're the kind of person who's tired of living in Diamond City, and you maybe want a adventure or something. I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the west there. Good luck to them with,
Hey.
you know, the whole
You still there?
surviving thing.
Can't see a damn thing.
And in other news, it sounds like maybe not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous. At that. Let's find out what Danny Kaye knows about civilization.
Barely see a thing.
Sure you saw something?
I hope you found this. We're in for it now. What the hell is all that?
Got it. There we are.
You can't hide forever, Pikmin.
Get some, mother.
Finally got you, Pikmin. Thought you could hunt and torture our people to your heart's content? I'm gonna enjoy...
I thought we were getting along.
Hey there.
That was close. Thank you. Those people deserve...
Maybe you deserve the same.
So saith...
Enough. What did you have in mind?
A gift. Nothing more. If you visit my house again, look deep within my painting, Picnic for Stanley, and you will find my gratitude. You'll need this. Thanks again.
Bad tracking.
Hey.
Here's what I've got.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Such a positive guy, that Bing Crosby. And now, a word, or several, from our sponsors. Choice Chops wants you to know we have meat. Just meat. Stop asking if we have anything else. Wynoni Harris had a grandma that gambled, I guess, and so he wrote a song about it. And I'm not just talking about it, I intend to play it. So, here it is.
key.
Find any pieces on my leg. You can grab them.
Go away.
I'd really like to come in.
You seem nice enough, but trust me, you don't want to come inside.
Come on, let me in.
You're not gonna give up, are you? Have it your way. Door's unlocked. Come on in.
Hold very, very still.
Shouldn't take
Now tell me
long.
what you're doing here.
Now you got problems.
Go away.
I'd really like to come in.
You seem nice enough, but trust me, you don't want to come
Come on,
inside.
let me in.
You're not gonna give up, are you? Have it your way. Door's unlocked. Come on in.
Hold very, very still. Now tell me what you're doing here.
Vault Tech calling, but I guess you guys are all set.
Very cute. Maybe you should just try shutting up and standing still.
Edward? Who is it?
Don't worry about it, Jack. I got it under control.
Edward, don't be so hasty. I like the look of this fellow. Please, accept my apologies for Edward's behavior. He's just looking out for me, but sometimes he can be overzealous. I'm Jack Cabot. Welcome to Cabot House.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here, since long before the Great War. If you're asking what we're still doing here, with Boston in its current sad state, well, that's a story for another time, perhaps. Edward, I think this occasion calls for drinks. The good bourbon, eh? Come on, this way. There's no need to stand talking in the front hall like savages. Please, have a seat. Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
I'm not sure there's any intelligent life in the universe. At least not on this planet.
You joke, but make a good point. Say humans perish from the Earth, as they seem intent upon doing. Say thousands of years from now, a new civilization arose. What would they know of us?
I don't understand what this has to do with anything.
I'm sorry if I'm rattling on. I sometimes forget not everyone finds these things as compelling as I do. Welcome to the family.
Okay, you're officially hired. Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
You haven't told me half of what I need to know.
Keep your shirt on. I'm getting to it. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria. You all set?
Mm-hmm. I'm out of here.
Good luck. Don't get...
This place is more museum than home.
Connie Ellen there with
Civilian, this area is under our protection. We're authorized to charge you a 2,000 cap toll before letting you move on.
How about knocking some caps off the price?
Look, it's not my place, but I can probably let you go for 1,500.
Come on, you can do better than that.
1,000. Take it or leave it.
I feel like you're about to say a number I'm really going to like.
500.
You sure I can't get you to drop some more caps off the price?
Listen, I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. I either collect the money or shoot you dead. Which will it be?
What if I don't pay?
Oh, you want to pay. Trust me.
You sure I can't get you to drop some more caps?
I'm a professional, sir. I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. I mean, how about Johnny Webster? Joke? Does anyone know? Anyone?
X4.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Hey.
I've started playing again, Top. Just finished saving Valentine.
Sons will be dead soon.
Take no prisoners.
I'll buy anything we don't need, and sell everything we...
No mercy.
Let's do this.
Here they are.
God, it's a Corsair.
Oh no.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back to the Institute. Time is critical.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus. All right, Sin.
Please.
Z322, initiate. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return, and...
Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Not just Billy. They were there too. You're listening to Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all. I mean. Roy Brown is back with Good Rockin' Tonight. I guess. I mean, you wouldn't bother singing about it if the rockin' wasn't all that great. Like average rockin' or subpar rockin'.
What's that?
Someone there?
Gonna be a good fight!
Upper lip actuator damaged.
Is someone present?
Hello? The sensitivity of my sensors.
Oh, where you're...
Curious.
You die now, human!
Sensors.
Hostile sensor detected.
Actuator damaged.
destruction is inevitable.
Nice.
Operating at full capacity. Greetings, sir.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and it'll all be good as new.
If only it were that simple. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They left me on ice for 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Your unconditional love is overwhelming. I think I need a moment.
I can accept that you're offended. You must understand, though. I have had no love to feel. We have been strangers until now, you and I. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
This is science to you? It's pathetic, all of it.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Perhaps in time you'll see it differently. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
It was a job that needed doing.
Yes, but it was also a job that you needed to be aware of. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course, but they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Jewel, Green,
John.
Green. I mean, the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. How about some Bob Crosby?
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Son.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important. Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important. Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Right. Such hard times down here.
I would never disagree that life in the Institute is better than above ground. We have done much to ensure it. Now, we take things even further. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Tax benefits. Hey, so there's this bit of news that might interest you. If not, hang on a minute, and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't. That the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived. The Gunners, that's it. That was like their base, sort of. Only now they're pretty much all dead. Those guys were tough, so I mean, I guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's well, I don't even know if this is true or not, but there's this rumor that maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not, right? Segue. Back to the music, I guess. Next up is it's Billie Holiday. Huh.
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the Mass Fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Oh man, I have one of those, but it's in my other pants.
You wouldn't recognize one if it fell on your head. That's why I'm going to retrieve it.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after? It's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So, are you going to put up a stink, or can we get moving?
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while. Okay, you're on your own then. Good luck. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and they'll get you over to Mass Fusion in a flash. Pun sort of intended.
Nice.
Nat King Cole there. He's just the best, isn't he? Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you know, haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true, and not just something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town. He's gone for a while. Some people, who are totally not me, thought that... Well, they thought he might be dead, or destroyed, or whatever. Anyway, glad you're back, Nick, even though we never really talk. Like, ever. Sheldon Ullman wants his girl to crawl out through the fallout. But, I mean, if he cared so much, wouldn't he have been with her in the first place?
Intruder alert!
No use, not without a card. Card. That'll come in handy. I don't see the beryllium agitator anywhere. They must have moved it.
to each life. That was Ella Fitzgerald confirming that thought. If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want an adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe it's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous. I bet. Next is some Roy Brown. This one is Mighty Man.
Going down.
For honor and glory.
Covering fire! Go! Ah! My legs are not like this!
There we go.
Protectron on duty.
Got it.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Attention. Interfering with a law enforcement robot is a felony.
advised. Ambush. Defensive protocols engaged.
Lawful use.
Orders, subroutine.
For your safety, please take cover until the lawbreaker is dealt with. Law-abiding citizens, please.
That's it.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? 'Cause I am. Because Louis Jordan rules. Hey, I seen the, well, there's this article in, the newspaper, Public Occurrences. Boy, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a saint, you know. I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I was I've asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all. Everybody, kind of, it's crazy stuff, right? I mean,
yes.
Weird. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Here's Oh, here's Bob Crosby. Way back home.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Nice.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am, because Louis Jordan rules. You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. I kind of feel like the last thing I'd want to do is, go looking for radioactive material. But not Warren Smith. Here's uranium rock.
complete.
Victoria.
Back up!
Sweet.
I'm not saying anyone is a saint. You know, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was as to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here, nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all. Everybody, kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird.
That's it.
Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Ray Smith is right behind you, baby. I mean, it's his song. He's not actually behind you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start. You should turn around. There might be someone behind you, but it's not Ray Smith. Because he's sick.
I must be daydreaming.
There. Hearing things all day. Who's there? False alarm, I guess. Could have sworn.
Lobby. Going up.
What was that?
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
From what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you
I was.
Unit
but I swear it's not what it's...
speaks highly of your combat
It must
skills.
make you proud
Was
to
that a
see
stunt?
all that Father has done.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Dr. Fillmore.
Well, I see you managed on your own. I won't lie. I was a little nervous you wouldn't pull it off. Seems I needn't have worried. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go.
Allie.
So, what can I do for the future director of the Institute?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed.
Okay. How's your energy level? Feeling any fatigue?
No more than
You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon?
Yes,
Such a
Doctor, I'm
positive
taking
guy.
all my little pills.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take... In the meantime, we'll do that checkup. Take care of yourself.
Yes, you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest.
Someday,
there.
Father,
Good luck
this
to them
will
with,
all be
the
yours.
whole...
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite
it sounds
interference
like
from the
maybe
Brotherhood of Steel.
It's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were
The
involved.
job is done. That's what matters.
For the moment, yes. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Oh, good. Here I was afraid I'd have nothing to do.
Very funny. There's something that needs your immediate attention. While you were working with Dr. Fillmore, a small team was dispatched elsewhere in the Commonwealth. Dr. Thompson was tasked with inviting someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute.
Do you often extend invitations to join?
No, certainly not. Ordinarily, it would never be considered. But this case presented very special circumstances. There was no indication that this would be a problem. But the arrival of the team was an unwelcome surprise to Mr. Wallace. Somewhere along the way, he must have realized we'd been monitoring him from a distance. He called in mercenaries to defend him. I'm sure they're nothing we can't handle. Ensure the safety of the team and Mr. Wallace, and see that they all arrive back here safely. I'll be waiting.
Hi.
How's it going, friend? You're welcome to join us. Pull up a patch of dirt, stump, old tire, whatever suits you. Take a load off and stay a while. The good fellowship's on the house. The drinks are how I keep body and soul together. Can I get you something to drink?
No, thanks.
Well then, good day to you, sir.
Huh?
Who? What?
The Institute, you must be destroyed. Life signs detected.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
It was bad enough when Wallace reacted so poorly to our arrival, but then Gunners? I was not prepared for that. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
Talk is cheap. Maybe it's time to kick in the door.
No. We need this man on our side. He needs to see that we'll help him as much as he'll help us. Just don't antagonize him, and you should be fine. You must be pretty excited being named the next director.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not a robot.
That's exactly what a robot would say. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
shut up and listen to me. We're not here to hurt you. But if you make this difficult, you're going to regret it.
Okay, all right. What do you want from me? Why are you here?
It's important, and it'll benefit you. Just trust me.
You can't just barge in here and insist that I'm not even sure what. Please, tell me something about what's going on.
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
Think about your future, Wallace. This is a way to secure it.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Okay, fine. I'll go.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
I'm here for the Institute, not for you.
Right. Okay. I gotcha. I'll see you back in the Institute.
You're listening to, Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all. Now we'll hear some Roy Brown. I'm going to play some. Here's Mighty Mighty Man.
Operating at full capacity. Scanning. Subject identified.
Hey.
Greetings, sir. Reporting status. All functions normal.